On the video, How Not to Care for Your Bearded Dragons, Vin Diesel said, "Been suffering from genital herpes for over 3 years. Today I tested negative after using Dr. some random scam on YouTube's herbal treatment." Yeah, it's officially been, as of 1 week ago, 6 years since I changed my YouTube account name to GoHerping, and it's been 6 years of people spamming herpes scams. What was even worse is I used to run a channel called International Herpers, and when you searched that, it would autocorrect to International Herpes, and although YouTube does not allow nudity, it does if it's in the context of medicine, and oh my god, the results were traumatizing, so don't search that. Maybe it's different now, but I'm not gonna check and find out. On the video, A Snake Ate My Favorite Bird, Fuzzy Tiger Cat said, "You wanted a solution to your problem of what to do with the bird. God solved your problem. Next time, be more specific if you don't want it to die." Yeah, it's a perfect case of be careful what you wish for. You and everything you love might just die. Zipporah said this is confirmation bias that ignoring a problem also solves the problem. And it's honestly insane how accurate this is. Like some of you noticed the Subaru in a recent video. I couldn't get it to start. It just wouldn't start up one day. I woke up, I tried to start, nothing. Totally dead. So after weeks, I think it was 3 weeks, I was like, well, I guess I'll finally work on this problem. So I got in, tried to start it, and it just started. And I've been driving it ever since. So yeah, cool stuff. If you have a problem, yeah, just ignore it, everyone. Justin in Time said, "Why would you keep the snake with them? Obviously he's gonna eat them." So I mentioned that the snake looks like my snake Shadow, the snake that ate my favorite bird. Tristan responded and said, "It's a wild snake." Justin said, "No, it's his snake." Tristan said, "It's not. He even said so." Justin said, "It's a rescue. It's his rat snake." Justin then said, "Its name is Shadow." At this point, Tristan completely just disappeared off the face of the earth. But Justin kept going and said he was being sarcastic. It was his snake. He feed it on purpose because it was attacking the other birds. Justin then said, "Why else would he leave it there or worry about it regurgitating?" Justin continues, "He put the snake there for the video. It clearly states he didn't want a boy and it was being a bully. Why you think it was the only one that got eating that was not wild? You could tell by the way it was acting around him. A wild snake is not going to be calm around people." And there's officially a conspiracy theory about me planting my own snake to kill my other animal. Cool. Stumble said, "Lol, I love how you're like, well, you ate the previous tenant, so I guess you've earned the rights to this house." I mean, a tenant's a tenant. Honestly, if they're paying, is the landlord really going to refuse them? Kanal Gupta said, "Not gonna lie, it's kind of uncomfortable how much Alex is laughing and seems unbothered about his pet being eaten alive." I'm sorry. I'm sorry for, I bet you if I had cried in the video, people would have been like, well, he's crying for views, everyone. I don't, do I laugh? Do I cry? And then I'm monotone and people are like, why is he so gosh darn monotone? There's no winning, apparently. Nobody said, "Geez, dude, we can tell when it's unscripted." Yeah, the comments that hurt the most, that comment hurts more than my bird being eaten, honestly. The comments that hurt the most are those that are true. I'm gonna start crying now, and then everyone's gonna be like, "You're crying for views." Anyway, Christine said, "I literally just found all my chickens killed by a raccoon." Yeah, this is kind of my biggest fear. As a now chicken keeper, my biggest fear is raccoons. And I honestly don't know what I would, if I like caught a raccoon. Okay, if I caught a raccoon in the act of killing my chicken, I think that gives me the moral and legal right to kill it, right? I don't want to kill a raccoon, but I feel like raccoons are now my enemy, so I don't know what I would do. The same way I cared more, like kind of equally about the snake that had eaten the quail, and other people will care about like I don't know. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is I would probably just kill raccoons if. Yeah, let's move on. Also, before we continue, there's a new little merch item on the GoHerping shop at GoHerping.com if you want some acrylic pins of Stan and Potato. I made 50, and I'm shipping them out now as you buy them. So buy them at GoHerping.com. Lazy said, "Have you ever gone to jail just to have a snake slither into your jail cell, eat you, and then just chills there while slowly digesting you?" Well, that's how it feels to drive a Ford F-250. When I first saw this comment, I laughed for like 90 seconds because, I don't know, it's not even funny. Reading out loud is literally not funny, but I thought this was so funny the first time I read it. Anyway, Queen Elizabeth said, Eat the snake. Half of these are only funny because of the profiles. And then Gaming said they tried to start a rip chain and they got 0 replies. At first I felt bad and then I thought it was kind of funny, so I thought I'd expose their failed rip chain. On the video, my echocardiogram results, Meeks said, Alex, your doctor telling you to stop Googling things is a red flag. I would really get a second opinion. Bring those numbers to a new doctor. So yeah, I was having like heart, I mean, I guess I technically still am, but I went to the doctor for heart stuff. What I was actually talking about, he thought I was like Googling stuff, but I was actually reading your YouTube comments like to my doctor. Not like I didn't have my phone out reading them, but I was asking about things that you had commented about because yeah, I mean, I literally just rely on the YouTube comment section for my health as well. And he got annoyed and he was like, you need to stop Googling things. And I'm kind of still torn about it. I didn't really like that doctor, but then again, I've been fine since, so I don't know. But I'm guessing why he says that is people probably come in and just Google absolutely everything. And they're like, is it cancer? I Googled that and they said, he's like, no, it's not cancer. And they're like, is it diabetes? And no, it's not diabetes, but Google said it might be diabetes. So I'm guessing they just get really annoyed and he just officially tells everyone to stop Googling. But it does come off as kind of bad because you're not supposed to do research apparently, according to a doctor. I don't know. I'm still torn. Let me know what you think, because my YouTube comments are my only source of health advice apparently now, because my doctor kind of sucks. On an older video, Stan the Bearded Dragon, where I talk about how Stan died, Pulsar said, I miss Stan. And it's been over like 6 months now. It's pretty weird how long it's been, actually. It's kind of, yeah, I still miss Stan as well. The thing is, there's still so many comments that come in on old videos, which of course, yeah, they're still gonna get views, but people act like every video they've watched has just been posted. So people are like still complaining about Stan's husbandry and still asking questions and still just all this, like, he's literally dead. Like, you can stop now. You're commenting on videos that are like 5 years old, acting like they were posted last night. So, but that's just a part of YouTube. On the video Tiniest Reptiles tier list, Cannibal Lecture said, dead channel. Look, I know my videos haven't been getting this many views, but you don't have to be so on the nose about it. You can take it easy. You didn't have to comment this, okay? On the video, these frog owners are disgusting people, where we just scroll through a frog subreddit. Lara said, Alex making his way to the age regression subreddit on accident killed me. I made the smallest, this little ittiest little side joke towards the age regression subreddit, which I had never seen before and I had actually never heard of. But it turns out that the overlapping community of GoHerping and age regression enthusiasts did not appreciate my joke. So to all of the age regressors out there, I honestly didn't know you existed. That's kind of all I have to say. On the video How to Neglect a Crested Gecko, Hug Dispenser said, thank you. When I'm anxious, your emotionless, extra smooth voice just makes me feel better. At this point, I can't deny that people like my voice, but it's just bizarre because my voice sounds so absolutely annoying to me. I hate it. Usually when I edit videos, I just edit it muted and just look at the sound waves because I don't feel like listening to my voice. Which, the thing is, it's normal for you to not like your own voice. Most people, for some reason, just hate their own voice, even if it's a normal or a nice voice. But I don't even get why playing back your own voice, why have we evolved to hate our own voices? Because if you ask me what my voice sounds like, I'd be like, it's very nasal. Well, I'm kind of sick, so I might actually be nasally, but it's very nasally and annoying and high pitched. But people, I don't know. It's very weird. Yeah, that's my tangent. On the same video, which it was another Reddit video, Blondie Gal said, how does he sort his posts? Like, I don't understand how it comes across 7-year-old posts with 0 upvotes. So if it's not clear, I cherry pick all of the Reddit videos to whatever narrative I desire that day. If I want a sub to look good, I cherry pick it to look great. If I want it to come off as creepy or gross, I just cherry pick it. It's all just for fun, but people take them so seriously, which kind of makes it funnier. But yeah, I'll sort posts by controversial, and then I'll sort by new and go through like probably a few hundred to cherry pick them out. And then I just search literally certain keywords like dead, killed, why is this happening? So yeah, that's how I do it. The secrets have been revealed. Bam said, I accidentally disliked and it said it was shared with the creator. I'm so sorry, Alex. So yeah, now that dislikes are gone, which sucks, when you dislike a video, it'll tell you your feedback has been shared with the creator, which is a complete lie. It's not shared with us. We don't, like, for me to see how many dislikes a video has, it takes a lot of actual effort, and I have to go through like multiple steps. There is a Google Chrome extension which actually reveals the current exact number of dislikes. The problem is it's not gonna work in a few months because YouTube's gonna remove that like API or something. But let's see how many dislikes that video had actually. So How to Neglect a Crested Gecko got only 21 dislikes. Crimes Committed as a Teen, 20 dislikes. Dr. Pepper video, 50 dislikes. Bird Strand in My Yard, 5 dislikes. That's so few dislikes. So people really do dislike videos less now that it's not visible. At first, when dislikes disappeared, my videos got the most dislikes ever. I'm guessing what people were doing was kind of retaliating against the dislike button disappearing, because all my videos are getting so many dislikes, which was kind of funny. Because I used to dislike videos frequently. Whenever I disliked it, I would dislike it. But honestly, I don't dislike them as much now. So I guess I got to get back to it. But yeah, I don't care if you dislike the videos. I wish I saw them, but I don't even see them. Emma Rose said, GoHerping's emotionless voice is my spirit animal. Again, I project so much energy into videos, which I think is funny, because if you meet me in person and we talk for more than like 3 minutes, my real voice is going to come out, which you haven't heard on videos, which if you watch the live streams, I guess you could see kind of my real voice. But even that, I am projecting the way you would to an audience if you're on a stage. Like, if you think I'm emotionless in videos, you will actually be scared if you got to know me in real life, because it's a whole nother level of emotionless, which isn't even on purpose. It's just how it be. On 2 separate videos, I got 2 separate comments about my sheep shirt. One was on I lost custody of my pet snake, where I'm wearing just like a plain t-shirt. And Squee Baby said, lol, I love Alex's sheep shirt. And then 2 days ago, DC Hamer on a different video, which I'm wearing a purple shirt which says Sunny Lagoon, I don't even know what that is, said, your sheep t-shirt is cracking me up. What does that mean? What? I was like, well, they're made of cotton, but I was like, but cotton comes from a plant, it's not wool. And I was like, is a sheep shirt like you're a sheep, you're an NPC? But the shirt, I'm just so confused by this comment. Please fill me in. What is a sheep shirt? On an unboxing video, Lil Bear Gaming said, I posted on your Twitter several times, but it seems you're not on. See, I don't actually use Twitter anymore, but there's a lot of comments, especially nowadays, who are like, I've contacted you every way I can think of. How do I contact you? And this kind of sucks, but there isn't really a way to. Like, people that message me on Patreon, I always try to get back to them, but I'm kind of at that point, which sucks, of like the YouTuber level, which I'm not even a big YouTuber, but I'm just at the point where I have to kind of cut off forms of contact, because it's like, it's just impossible otherwise. So honestly, I read the YouTube comments more than anything else. So if you want me to just see something or know something, you can honestly just comment it on a video and I'll probably see it. If you want me to respond to something, it's a bit harder. So honestly, I don't know. I think the best way is to catch a live stream. I've been streaming more often, but yeah, sorry that I can't get back to everything nowadays. On the video, crimes I committed as a teen, which is where I, my brain is frying, where I watched a video of me from years ago lighting a fire in a dry forest with no fire safety while trespassing. Random Human said, to be honest, I'm not even surprised by the number of illegal things you've done at this point. What does that mean? What have I done that insinuates I've done illegal things? I don't know if this video is posting before or after my next illegal things video. So if it's after, yeah, I get where you're coming from. But before, I haven't done anything. I hadn't said I had done anything. Godwin Talking said, it's good to know as a kid I was a safer pyromaniac than you. And it turns out that's the word I was looking for. Because I was like, I'm not an arsonist, but I don't know what I was a pyromaniac. I got a tingly feeling inside when I saw flames. I got such a large dopamine rush when the sparks that I created turned into smoke. I was a pyromaniac. It's like I just found my identity. Guess I shouldn't. I'm no longer is it once a pyromaniac, always a pyromaniac, or can I denounce my pyromaniacy? Because I haven't made up fires in a while, other than like trying to cook. Pixie said, amazing. What a beautiful example of rural upbringing. Rural. Why can't I? Rural. The thing is, I didn't have a rural upbringing. I was just living in the suburbs, surrounded by homes. I would just trespass so that it looked like I had a rural upbringing because there were no woods in my yard, so I just went to other people's properties with woods, which I think that's why it's funny is, yeah, it looks like I was had this farm boy lifestyle, but I was actually just in a random neighborhood in a city, but I made it work. Froggy Love 224 said, since we're all admitting to crimes we committed when we were younger, I'll go too. I am wanted for several war crimes. Many lives have been lost by my hands. This was only a few weeks ago, so technically I was younger. Wandering Wolf said, you do not look exactly the same. You lost your baby cheeks and overall look more mature. And your voice is like 2 octaves deeper. And then Wandering Wolf went out of their way to respond to themselves, correcting themselves, saying, okay, maybe 1 octave deeper. You could have just said 2 octaves. You could have just told me it's 2 octaves deeper and it would have been fine. Nothing would have come out of this. Anyway, Humiko, I don't know what your names are, said, when you're talking about how you have not aged much, my daughter came to mind. She's short at 5 feet and looks like a 12-year-old, but she's 18. People look at her strange when driving or steps out of her car to put gas or to buy something. She's even been told that people thought that it was a child joyriding when it was her and her presumably adult friends, so they're wondering if I have similar stories. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much every interaction since the age of 12, probably. People have thought that I'm 3 to 6 years younger than I am. I guess even younger now. Anytime anyone comes to the front door and I answer, they'll be like, hey bud, are your parents home? Can I speak to the homeowner, please? And it's not even funny anymore. It's so annoying. And as you've learned through this episode, I am apparently extremely emotionless in person, so I'll just be standing there like,
no, my parents are at home.
well, can we see the homeowner, please?
Yes. What do you want?
Apparently people get really uncomfortable by the way I talk to, because I'm just so tired of talking to these people. But yeah, happens all the time. It's great. It's pretty dang annoying, but I guess I can't complain. It could be worse. Again, on the crimes I committed as a teen video, Alexis said, you said you didn't know any of this was bad or illegal, but then at the end, you said you had been caught and told several times. I kind of bamboozled myself here. I actually truly had to sit down and think about this comment because I was caught and told to stop several times and I would keep doing them, even though in the video I contradicted that and I said nobody ever said it was bad. So I guess I just thought that everyone but me was wrong. My child self knew that he knew everything. He knew everything right from wrong. I think. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't figure out how to answer this comment because I don't know. I am contradicting myself and I truly am unsure of the answer. So I think some things I wasn't told and other things I was told, but was like, they're wrong. I'm right. I'm continuing. Good childhood, everyone. And on the video, The Worst Reptile Care on YouTube, where I react to my old reptile care video, Hissy Fit said, at least he was doing wholesome inside YouTube care guides and not setting fires on other people's properties. And finally, on the video, the dumbest reptile questions people ask me. Dr. Wee Wee said, you need a haircut. This is a 4-year-old video, and Dr. Wee Wee went out of their way to tell me that I need a haircut 4 years ago. Well, they told me last month that I need a haircut 4 years ago. I guess it was like the Stan one, where apparently every video you click on is apparently live. It's apparently just been posted 5 seconds ago. And with that, that'll be it for reading your comments. Episode 4. If you want to see the 3 others, you can check out the playlist in the description. But before I go, if you'd like some pins, some little acrylic pins of Stan and Potato, you can get them at GoHerping.com. But that'll be it for this video. I'm Alex, and thanks for watching.